Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and super cool ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Mason Liedke from Wisconsin. Welcome to the show, Mason.
Hey, Josh, thanks for having me.
So, Mason, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all begin for you on this awesome ride?
Well, for me, it actually began back in 2018 when my dad decided that my brother and I were going to buy go-karts and we were going to go dirt track racing up here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And I've also been a racing fan my entire life. So hopping in a go-kart and finally getting to race was definitely one of the biggest things that could happen to me. And I was definitely very excited to do it.
Okay, so Mason, when you hopped in the go-kart for the first time, were you a little bit nervous or was it just all natural to you?
Coming to the track the first couple of weeks, I was a little nervous for sure, but over time, I think, and with the great people at the track, the nervousness kind of calmed itself down, and I got into a good groove in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so Mason, so did you have a lot of success right out of the gate? And how much success have you had right out of the gate from in your go-kart?
Well, right away, the first couple of weeks, they made you like all the rookies, they made them go around cones just to see like, because this is a kids kart club, so they made
Okay.
them make sure all the kids could like know the necessities, basics of racing. And so we got that through. And once we actually started racing, I'd say yes, we did have quite a bit of success. I won quite a few heat races and quite a few features. And then actually ending my first year, we won the championship.
Okay. So Mason, you won the championship your first year. That's pretty spectacular. So what was it like? What was it like for you to win the championship for your first year? Were you excited? Was it just kind of like, oh man, I can't believe I pulled this off?
Definitely for sure. I had actually Kyle Brinkman and Dave Brinkman were there at the pits, which made it even a little bit more special. They were there watching me race. And so yeah, when I won my championship for the first time, I was in pure disbelief and shock. And like for the next couple of days, it just kept replaying in my mind over and over again. And I was on a high for a while, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. So Mason, how much success have you had now as a go-kart racer?
Well, obviously, with the 2020 season, there was COVID, which kind of hit, and our county, which the racetrack is in, said, "Hey, you guys can't race for the 2020 season." So that kind of was a bummer. But following the 2018 and 2019, we doubled it up, winning back-to-back championships, and then in
Wow.
2020, we could not race, which was unfortunate, but it made 2021 even more special, and we came back and we dominated and won the points championship in the pro class, and we won the championship once again, going three in a row.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. So what do you have for expectations going into the 2022 season?
For the 2022 season, I'm racing a Wisconsin sports truck, which people around in this area will know what it is. They're also called mini trucks. They run a Yamaha phaser motor. Um, so for this year, we're gonna try something new. We're gonna be running the truck. The reveal actually for the truck is this Thursday on my Facebook page. So we're gonna be running the truck at Wisconsin International Raceway, competing against some of the best truck racers there are. So that's gonna be something a huge step, and yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay. So Mason, let's talk about your race car number now. What is the story behind your race car number?
My race car number is number 52, and the story behind it is my team owner, Dave Brinkman at KBR Development. Um, his dad actually, they used to run RC cars, um, like for fun and competitions, I believe. And his dad's number was always the number 52. And so when Kyle, Dave's son, started racing, they kept the 52, and then the 52 for that team has kind of just been a really special number and has been ran throughout. Obviously, a year or two ago when Kyle Brinkman, he ran midgets up here in Wisconsin. He changed his number to number 5. So this year I'm throwing it back and I'm bringing back the number 52 for their team.
Okay, very cool. So you haven't started your season yet then? Not yet?
Not yet. The first race is actually scheduled for this Saturday, but unfortunately we won't be able to run it because our motor is still being worked on. So actually this coming Thursday, or this next Thursday, we're going to be racing our first race.
Okay, already. So are you anxious to get behind the wheel to get ready to kick the season off for you?
Yes, I've been like thinking about it every single day, all the scenarios that could happen. I've been watching some videos and getting to know some things from other drivers, and it's going to be a big learning experience, that's for sure.
Okay. So Mason, when you're behind the wheel of your race car and you're getting ready to take the track, what helps get you motivated to go out on that racetrack and gets you psyched up to get behind the wheel?
Honestly, just thinking about racing gets me really excited. Before I go to the raceway, I like to listen to some music too. That hypes me up a little bit.
So what type of music do you like to listen to?
I like to listen to older rap or kind of newer rap, like some Eminem or some modern day like Juice World or whatnot.
Okay. So Mason, who is your racing hero? Who is the one person that you can look up to and say, man, I definitely want to be like this?
For some drivers I look up to, I would say hometown hero Josh Bilicki. I actually have gotten the honor to talk to him several times in person. I'm pretty close with him, but I also look up to my favorite NASCAR driver, Brad Keselowski, and I say I want to be exactly like him if I get to that level one day.
Okay. So have you met Brad Keselowski at all?
I have had the honor of meeting him actually once when I went to my first or second NASCAR race, which was here, or which was at Chicagoland, and he was walking down the pit or walking down the tunnel under the track, and my dad taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Mason, that's Brad right there." And I was like, as a little kid, I was like, "What? Where?" And then I walked up to him and we had a nice conversation walking down. I got his autograph. He signed my hat. And then later in the year, I actually sent him a picture of us from the racetrack and he sent it back and it was signed, which I have in a frame right now. And I think that's pretty cool.
That is really cool. That is really cool. So Mason, what is your 5-year plan with the racing?
5-year plan, I would hope to be somewhere either in late models or honestly ARCA series.
Okay. And how about your 10-year plan?
For 10-year, I hope to be running in any of the top 3 series. I have to be running either trucks, Xfinity, or even Cup.
Okay. So have you kind of thrown your name out there a little bit to kind of, get the word out there that you're looking to do this?
Yeah, we have Dave Brinkman, who does a great job of getting our name out there. Obviously, sponsoring some bigger name people, which I'll talk about later. That definitely helps too. And I'm always doing my best to promote on social media. And obviously, knowing some drivers like Josh Bilicki, that really helps getting your name
Okay.
out there for sure.
So Mason, who works on your race car?
My dad is the biggest one who works on the race car. I try to help here and there with the things I can do.
Okay. So do you guys have a really good communication with you and your dad on the racetrack then, as far as what's going on with your racing vehicle and stuff like that?
Yeah, I try to tell him what's going on, like after I come out from a run or a practice and tell him, hey, I need a little bit of this, like a little air pressure, like to get the tires harder so we can run faster. Or hey, maybe the track's not very good today. Let's take some air pressure out and we'll run a little slower, but we're still gonna have good speed.
Okay. So Mason, who do you have for sponsors on your racing team now?
My biggest sponsor, who's actually coming on the truck for the first time this year, is Boogity Media / Hershey Designs. He has helped out a ton this year with sending the decals, and he actually did the wrap for the truck, which is going to be revealed this Thursday on my Facebook page. So I want to just shout out Hershey Designs for helping me out a lot. Devin's Deals, he's coming back for this year. He sponsored in the cart just this last year, 2021. He hopped on mid-season. Morgan's Closets, who's coming on for the first time. Remax. AKMFG, Firehouse Subs at the Oneida Center here in Wisconsin. Rich Marfloris, who's coming back for the second or for the second time this year. They're coming back on the truck, and I can't thank Jonathan enough. He actually sponsors in NASCAR for Rick Ware Racing or whoever they can hop on with.
Okay.
So that's pretty big to have him on the team. And I want to thank Mr. Detail and Dan Crouch, Jake and Lisa Liedke, and also Dave and Kyle Brinkman at KBR.
Okay. Are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team, Mason?
For right now, I would say yes, we're still looking for some sponsors. Obviously, any support is great for our team. So yes, we are still looking for sponsors.
If there's anybody out here going to be watching this racing show with me and Mason Liedke and his number 52 racing team, reach out to Mason and his dad and his mom, and also Kyle Brinkman Racing, because they would appreciate the sponsorship on Mason's race car as he gets further into his racing career. So Mason, so if you would ever have the chance to run the Indy 500, would you consider that?
Oh, for sure. I haven't been a huge IndyCar fan my entire life, but more recently I've gotten into watching IndyCar. My favorite driver is actually Takuma Sato, and I saw him win the Indy 500 both times, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. So and my favorite driver, Mason, was Dan Weldon. Weldon was the it driver back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mason, do you have a racing nickname?
Currently I do not, but I think it would be pretty cool to have one.
Yeah, we got to work on getting you one there, dude. It'd be pretty cool to have a racing nickname for you. So, Mason, so when it comes to your truck, you haven't done any testing in it then at all?
No, but we're actually this Tuesday, we're going to be practicing for the first time to break in that motor and getting ready
Okay.
for Thursday.
Okay. So, Mason, your track that you race on, is that dirt or pavement now?
It is pavement, and we plan on running another bigger track here in July. You might have heard of it. The SRX series actually ran here last year, Slinger Speedway.
Okay, yes, I have heard of Slinger Speedway. So, Mason, so do you have anybody you'd like to thank besides your sponsors for helping you get this far in racing?
Obviously, I want to thank my mom and dad for always bringing me to the racetrack and all the fans who have supported me. Obviously, another shout out my sponsors. They have just helped me a ton. So yeah.
Okay. So Mason, in your racing career, what's the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
Worst thing that has happened to me. It was in the cart when I was driving and I had to hit the brakes because someone in front of me was spinning, I believe, and these carts, they're open wheel. And so someone came behind me not knowing there was a wreck, and full speed, wheel to wheel, their car actually ramped like over mine and almost landed on top of me.
Ooh. So did you get hurt at all or not?
I did not, but it was definitely a scary thing. I actually didn't know that happened until after, when my brother told me. I kind of just shut my eyes and hope for the best.
And your brother races now too, right, Mason?
Yeah, he is still in the cart for this year, but next
Okay.
year he hopes to have some different plans.
Okay. So Mason, what is your favorite thing to eat at the racetrack?
I'm kind of a basic guy. I like to go with a cheeseburger with ketchup and usually a bag of chips and a drink.
Okay. So what is your favorite restaurant to eat at when you go out to eat then?
Oh, my favorite restaurant. Honestly, I'll eat anywhere, most places, as long as I got a burger. But my favorite place here, it's actually here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where I live. It's called Backyard. They have some of the best food I have ever had.
Okay. And Mason, what is your favorite home cooked meal then?
My favorite home cooked meal. Oh man, that is difficult. I'd have to say enchiladas.
Oh, okay. So Mason, what do you like to do away from the racetrack?
I actually am into basketball. I actually just played for my school this last year. It just ended a few months ago.
Okay, and what grade are you in, Mason?
I am a freshman.
Okay, how did you guys do with your basketball season?
At the beginning, we were pretty good. We won most of our games, and then we played one of the top teams, and we unfortunately lost to them by 3 points. So that kind of put us down a little bit. And then we went on a little losing streak, but then towards the end of the season, we caught it back up and won a few more games.
Okay. So Mason, so do you have any of your friends that go out and watch you race at all?
Yeah, my friend Isaiah actually comes out every once in a while and will support me at the track.
So what does Isaiah and everybody else that you go to school with think of you being a race car driver?
Well, they know, some of them have known that I've wanted to be a race car driver my entire life, so they think that's pretty cool. And then you got the other people who don't know much about racing and say, "Well, that's kind of weird," but like I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think being a race car driver is pretty cool.
So when you're at the racetrack, Mason, do you have a lot of people that come up to you and want your autograph or
I actually have not signed a single autograph yet, so
oh
maybe
boy.
this year that will change.
Yeah, maybe. So Mason, do you have anything you out there you would like to say to the kids to help get them behind the wheel of a racing vehicle?
Yeah, if you're considering racing or even not even consider racing, I would say give it a try. It is definitely something, like, it's a fun experience, it's a learning experience. You're going to learn a lot of things from racing, almost anything, even if it's like what I used to do, a little local go-kart. You're going to meet a lot of people, and it's just going to be a great experience all around.
So Mason, you said you helped your dad work on the racing vehicles, right? So
Yes.
what is your main job that you do as far as helping work on the racing vehicle?
Anything I can do without messing it up.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any crazy stories you'd like to share with us? You know, either working on the race car or man, this was crazy this time at the racetrack.
Um, I do have a race where I have two stories. There was one where I started last out of 6 carts, I believe, and it was in the final race of the night, which was only a 10-lap shootout. And I started from the back and made my way through the field the entire race. And I was in second place coming to the white flag. The kid in front of me had a little bit of a lead, and into the final corner, he slipped up, and side by side at the line, I edged him out by like barely anything.
Wow.
And
That's
then there was
crazy.
another story, which my brother's friend who's at the track, his name is Miles. He would like to hear this one. It was actually his first win. So I was battling my way up through the field. I passed a lot of people and I was really fast. And I was right on his back bumper for a few laps, knocking him, saying, "Hey, I'm here." And he didn't budge one bit. So on the final lap, I made my move on the outside and I actually spun out. And he thought that was the funniest thing ever, seeing me just
Wow.
behind him spinning out. And he got his
Wow.
first win.
Wow. So Mason, it's pretty spectacular to have you on the racing show talking to me tonight, talking about your racing career and all the things you hope to have going on. So Mason, do you have anything else you'd like to say to the guests, the people out there?
Yeah, for sure. Subscribe to Josh Nolan on YouTube. I've watched all the videos and I think these interviews are great. It's a great way to get your name out there. It's a great way just to talk about your career.
Okay, thank you very much, Mason. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna give a little racing news update, and then I'm gonna call you because towards the middle of your season, I'd like to have you back on here again if we could get something arranged. So yes.
For sure.
Okay, I will let you step out, Mason, and I'll give a little racing news update, and then I will call you here shortly.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mason Liedke from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. He drives the number 52 sport truck out there in Wisconsin, getting ready to kick off his season. But ladies and gentlemen, definitely a little racing news update for you there out of the racing world. Definitely, it's definitely something to be to talk about. Is Kyle Busch and his wife Samantha are expecting their second child, so it's gonna be kind of cool to see Kyle Busch with Brexton and then a daughter also. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see that. And then also, ladies and gentlemen, the Indianapolis 500 is just around the corner, and we'll see what happens at the Indy because they have Indianapolis Grand Prix this weekend, and then here in a couple of weeks it's the Indianapolis 500. So we'll see what happens there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of your tracks are kicking things off. Definitely, Spencer, Iowa Raceway last night had racing at Clay County Speedway, and I'll give you a little news update on that. So we're going to go in here and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to go in here and give you a little racing news update. So let's go. So racing news update out of Clay County Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. It goes like this. Last night at the raceway, Tom Berry Jr. picked up the A-Mod feature win. So congratulations to Tom Berry Jr. And then congratulations to Brandon Nielsen for winning the Hobby Stock A feature last night. And then also turn around, congratulations to Chance Hollance for winning the stock car A main last night. And then also congratulations to Jody Rosenblum for picking up the 305 sprint car win. And then also congratulations to Nate Koopman for picking up the sport compact feature win last night. And then also congratulations to Matt Loaf for picking up the sport mod class feature win last night. So congratulations to all them drivers there. Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, the racing season is fast underway. And I'll tell you what, Dolan Murdy and Damon Murdy are still putting on a heck of a performance this year. So good luck to all them guys there. Dolan and Damon are still running stock cars, and Dolan's kind of branching out, running some modified. So good luck to them guys. But with that being said, good luck to Austin Egner as he goes out and races this weekend in his car. So definitely good luck to Austin Egner. Also good luck to all the race car drivers this coming weekend and you're racing at the racing tracks. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. And if you'd like to sponsor my racing show, you can email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can text me or call me at 712-209-7138. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later.